Hi, my name is Denise. Thanks for joining me for this flexibility and balance class. Today we'll be focusing on shoulder and hip range of motion and stability as we use a resistance tube. Now, if you don't want to use a resistance tube, all of the moves can be performed without it. So don't feel that you need to run off and get it. If, however, you are using your resistance tubing, today I'm going to ask you to wear shoes because we'll be doing several of the moves standing on the tubing and I don't want to hurt your feet. Okay? So all we need today is an open area and some water nearby. Let's get started. Let's start with your feet about hip width apart. Hold on to your two handles and gently loop the tubing around your hands so that when your palms are facing one another, they're shoulder width apart. Let's roll your shoulders back and down with your hands in front of your hips. Roll through your feet. Doesn't matter which foot you're on. So throughout class today, feel free to work at your own pace. Stop and make modifications. Stop and get water. Bring your hands side to side as we begin to increase the range of motion through your hips and your shoulders. The entire time standing tall. Now inhale and exhale. And continue to breathe at your own pace. Begin to take your feet a little wider until they're wide and your knees and toes are going in the same direction. Moving into lunges. Bring the tubing in front of your body with your shoulders down. Keep a little bit of tension through the tubing, but not strength training. We're not pulling it apart. Here we go. Lunge a little further and take a look down to make sure your knees and toes are truly going in the same direction. And let's move your arms forward and into your hip. Stirring the pot. Make it a bigger pot. Pull your hand back behind your hip. Your left hand and then your right hand. Lunge a little further, increasing the stretch and the flexibility through your hips and your ankles. 2. Begin to bring your hands a little higher. Continue to keep your palms facing one another and creating a rainbow with your arms. Stretching through your shoulders, through the muscles in your chest and in your back as well. And bring them in front of you, back to stirring the pot. We'll begin to change the range of motion through your shoulders. Take your hands low and then high. Diagonally low and high. To challenge your balance a little, look down, look up. One more. Look forward and stir your pot. And then low on the right and high on the left. And begin to look up and down. One more. Stir the pot, look forward. Begin to walk your feet closer in and move back to rolling through your feet. Okay, so today we'll be using your resistance tubing both for stability and for a balance challenge. The first exercise we'll use as a balance challenge. Let's hold on to the handle with your right foot, right hand. That would make more sense. Step on the tubing with your right foot. Now you want to step on it to give yourself some resistance with your right hand in front of you, not so much that you're straining your shoulder. So adjust where you're standing on the tube. If you want more of a balance challenge, give yourself a little bit more of a wiggly tube. Take your hand forward with your palm facing inward, draw your shoulders down and move the handle out of the way. With your left foot, tap your foot forward, tap it behind you. Again, tap forward and behind. Let's move to tempo, forward and back. If you want to continue to move a little slower, that's absolutely fine. Reach a little further as we increase the range of motion through your hip, forward and back. Begin to think about your left arm, raise it higher and swing it back further. Remember, only work through the range of motion that feels comfortable for you. Now, if you want to increase your balance challenge, float your leg up, up and back. And if you want to challenge your balance a little bit more, close one eye. Don't forget your range of motion though. Open your eyes, tap back and forward. Hold your foot back, slide it back a little bit further. We're moving into static lunges. Do make sure that your right knee and toe are going forward, they're facing forward, and your left foot is scooted back comfortably. Take your handle in front of you, draw your shoulders down. Now I want it to be a little bit wiggly with your hands lower than your chest. So if you're here, I'd like you to choke up on your tubing or readjust where your foot is stepping on the tubing. Here we go. Bend both knees, lower your hips toward the floor, and then up. So remember, the tubing isn't for strength training. It's to give you a little bit of stability, or as much stability as you'd like. If you'd like more stability, remember, hold on to the tubing with a little bit more stiffness in the tubing. Now, if you'd like to challenge your balance a little bit more, turn your head to the right. Draw your shoulders down. If you'd like to challenge your balance a little bit more, close one eye. If you'd like to challenge your balance a little bit more, close both eyes. Open your eyes, turn your head forward, lower your body down. Now shift your weight forward. At this point, I'd like you to have a little bit more stiffness in the band. Shift your weight onto your front foot, keeping the weight through your right heel. Float your left foot off the floor and then place it down. Again, float it up and then down. 2 more times. Relax your shoulders. And last one. Place it down. Shift your weight back, lift your body up, and slide your left foot in. Step off of your tubing, roll through your feet. We'll do the same moves on the other side now. Hold on to your handle with your left hand, not your foot. Step on the tubing so you have a little bit of stiffness in the tube with your hand facing forward. Once you've determined that amount, move the handle in front of your left foot. Draw your shoulders down. Tap your right foot forward. Tap it back. Again, tap forward and then back. A little further. Now move to tempo. A little bigger. Lift your right arm a little higher. And if you'd like more challenge, float your right foot off the floor and reach it back as much as you can. Don't forget that right shoulder. Lift your arm up. Optional, close an eye. One more. Tap forward, open your eye, tap back. Reach back a little further. Hold your right foot back and then scoot it back a little bit more. With both knees facing forward, let's take the tubing, the handle in both hands, draw your shoulders back and down. Here we go. Bend both knees, lowering your hips down and then up. Again, lower down a little deeper if you can, so that we really increase the range of motion through your hip. Yes, and the strength of your leg muscles. Optional, turn your head to the left. Optional, close an eye. Optional, close both eyes. Draw your shoulders down. Last one, hold your body down. Open your eyes, turn your head forward. Bring your hands forward. Now again, create a little bit more stiffness in the tubing. Shift your weight forward onto your left foot. Push down through your left heel. Float your right leg off the floor and place it down. Again, float it up and down. One more time. And down. Lift your body up, slide your back foot in, step off of your tubing, roll through your feet. Hold on to both handles. Now we'll use the tubing to replicate a rod or a broomstick, something like that. Draw your shoulders down, bring your feet together. Reach both hands out to the side. Now I'd like a little bit of stiffness in the tubing, not wiggly as you push out to the side. So depending on how long your tubing is, how long your arms are, you may have to wrap one hand or both hands around your tubing. Press out to the side. Draw your shoulders back and down. Float your right knee up. Here we go. Move your right knee out to the side and forward. Out to the side and forward. One more time. Hold your knee forward, pressing the tubing out to the side as if it's a long rod. Turn your body to the left. Turn your head also. Turn your body forward. And again, turn your body to the left. Remember to reach back with that left arm. Turn your body forward. One more time. Turn your body. and forward. Let's put it together. Right knee out to the right. Turn your body to the left. Turn your head also. Bring everything forward. And again, right knee to the right. Turn your body to the left. And bring everything forward. And place your foot on the floor. So that's a really challenging combination. I should have told you you can put your foot on the floor at any time. I'm sure you figured that out, or you saw me do it. Let's move to the other side. Stand firmly on your right foot with your left toe on the floor, or float it up for more challenge. Bring your hands out to the sides. Draw your shoulders down. Move your left knee to the left. And then forward. Again, continue to breathe. One more time. Hold your knee forward. Draw your shoulders down. Press out with your tubing. Turn your body to the right. Turn your head also. Face forward. Turn your body to the right. And forward. And last time, turn your body to the right. And forward. Bring your hands down. Bring your foot down and just rest for a second. We'll put those two moves together. Stand firmly on your right foot. Choose to be on your toe. Try to challenge yourself if you can. You can always put your toe down. Reach your hands out to the sides. Here we go. Move your left knee to the left. Turn your body to the right. Turn your head also. Bring everything forward. Slowly. Draw your shoulders down. Move your knee to the outside, to the left. Turn your body to the right. And forward. And bring your foot down. Bring your tubing down. Roll through your feet. Okay, so once again, we'll step on the tubing. If you don't have tubing, you don't need it. Step on the middle of the tubing with your right foot. Please make sure it's under the arch of your foot, and then hold on to both handles with your right hand. Your hand can stay low at your side or slightly in front of you and move as we do these next moves. So again, if you don't have the tubing, your hand can just move. Draw your shoulder back. Let's take your left foot out to the side. Bring your left hand out to the side and press it out. Lengthen through your spine. Tap your left foot forward in front of your right foot and back to the side. Tap it forward and then out to the side. Tap forward and out to the side. Now lift a little higher, step over your shoe and then out. Try not to look down. Try to know what it feels like to move your body and maintain your upright posture. Reach your left hand out a little further. Hold on to the tubing as if it's a little bar or handle for stability. Optional, close an eye. One more time. Open your eyes and hold your foot out to the side. Put weight on both feet. Actually put a little bit more weight on your left foot. And then with your right foot, turn it out to the corner a little bit more. You're still holding onto your handles with your right hand. Draw your shoulder back and down. Now shift the weight back on your right foot. We're moving into a curtsy move. So step back and then out. Step a little further back if that's comfortable. And out. Step a little further and out. You may notice that your right hand is coming forward. That's just a counterbalance move that your body does automatically. Two more. And hold your foot back in your curtsy. Now hold onto your handles with both hands. Bring your hands forward, draw your shoulders down. Shift your weight forward once again onto your right foot. Keep the weight through your heel. Bend your left knee. And then place it on the floor. Bend your left knee. And then on the floor. One more time, hold it up. Now your next variation is to reach your left leg straight back and lift it up as high as you can. And move into your curtsy. Shift your weight forward. Float your left foot off the floor. And reach your leg behind you. Float it as high off the floor as it's comfortable for you. And back into your curtsy and stand up. Bring your weight onto your left foot and take your right foot out. Roll through your feet. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Place your tubing down, step on the middle of your tubing with your left foot, and then hold onto your handles with your left hand. Remember, if you don't have tubing, that's absolutely fine. Press your arm down so that you're not holding it up with your shoulder. Take your hand forward. Your leg out to the side, your hand out to the side with your palm facing forward. Tap your right foot forward and out to the side. Try not to look at your feet and lift a little higher and out to the side. Increase the range of motion through your shoulder. Lift your chest up a little higher. One more time. Hold your foot out to the side and draw your shoulders down. Now look down at your foot, shift your weight onto your right foot, turn your left toe out to the corner, and then shift your weight back onto your left foot, moving into your curtsy. Step back behind with the right foot, and then out. Step back into your curtsy, and out. Can you reach a little further behind you and move your shoulder a little lower and a little wider? Two more times. Reach. And last time, hold your curtsy. Hold onto your handles with both hands. Reach low, shift forward, pushing into your left foot. Float your right foot off the floor and place it down. Float it up and then down. Next time, hold it up. Your option is to reach your leg behind you. Reach it as high as you can. And move back into your curtsy. Float your back leg up. Reach your leg behind you. If you put your foot down, that's okay. And back into your curtsy. Let's try that one more time. Float your foot up. Float your leg behind you. And back into your curtsy. And stand tall. Bring your foot off of your tubing. Roll your shoulders back and down. One last challenge for us. Ask you to stand heel to toe. Step your right foot forward. Now, if that doesn't feel comfortable for you or it's not as stable as you'd like to be, step your feet a little wider with both knees and toes facing forward. Try to challenge yourself. Hold your right hand forward and then hold on to your tubing so that you have some stiffness in the tubing when your left hand is at your left hip. Now raise your right hand up and down. Optional, raise up and down on your toes. Again. Optional, close an eye. One more, hold it up on your toes, open your eyes, press forward with your tubing, and bring your tubing down. Keep your eyes, one eye closed, draw your shoulders down. Optional, close the second eye. And open your eyes and place your heels down. Other side. So heel to toe with the left foot forward or staggered, whatever feels comfortable for you right now. Reach your handle forward with the left and then create as much tension or stiffness in your tubing with where you hold on with your right hand. Draw your shoulders down, raise your hand up and then down. Raise up onto your toes and down. Again. And raise up onto your toes. Close an eye. Bring the tubing forward. Draw your left shoulder down. Relax the tubing. Close both eyes. And open your eyes. Lower your heels and bring your feet hip width apart and roll through your feet. We can put your tubing down now. We'll just move into some stretches. Hold your feet down, roll your shoulders back, and then roll your right shoulder and your left shoulder, and your right and left. One more time. And hold your arms down. Step back with your right foot, with your feet about hip width apart. Lower your hips, bending both knees, curl your tailbone under, moving into a hip flexor stretch. Draw your shoulders down, reach your right hand forward, this is your option, and raise it up toward the ceiling. Notice you increase the stretch both through your shoulder and through your hip. Lower down a little deeper. Continue to breathe. And lift your body up, bring your hand down. Slide your back foot in slightly and press your heel down on the floor. So we move into a calf stretch. Bend your left knee, pressing your right heel into the floor. Lengthening through your spine. And gently release it. Slide your right foot in and slide your left toe back. Do make sure your right knee and toe are going in the same direction. Draw your shoulders down, bend both knees, lowering your hips, and curl your tailbone under, stretching to the front of your hip, your left hip. Reach your hand forward as your option. Raise your arm up toward the ceiling. Lower down a little bit more and curl your tailbone a little bit more. Really stretching through the front of your hip and through your shoulder. Bring your arm down, lift your hips up, slide your back foot in slightly, press your left heel on the floor with both your hip and your knee facing forward. Bend your right knee. And gently release, slide your back foot in, step your feet wide. Let's move into hip circles, slowly moving in a big circle with your hips. So stretching in each direction, side, front, and back. And then in the other direction. And hold it in the center. Take your feet a little wider. Place your right hand at your thigh. Reach your left hand out to the side. Lean your body to the side and raise your hand over your head if that's comfortable for you. Look down toward the floor. Press into your left foot and continue to breathe, inhaling and exhaling. And bring your hand up, bring your body up. Other side. Reach your right hand out to the side and lean and stretch through your shoulder. Optional, look down. And bring your body up, bring your arm down. Walk your feet in a little closer. Roll your shoulders back, shake through your legs. Great job. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed stretching out your shoulders and your hips with a little bit of a wiggly and a stable band. You can really see how that can both challenge you and add a little bit of stability. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again soon.